Whittward Carver presents Inspector Blunderbuss, the Curdled Killer Conundrum. All right, you quirky little ear-wrigglers, gather round. I've spun a yarn that's darker than a politician's promises and sharper than a guillotine's blade. Picture this: Paris, the city of lights, love, and more bloody alleyways than a rat's maze. Our hero, Inspector Blunderbuss, is hot on the heels of a serial killer who's been offing victims like a toddler knocking over dominoes. This killer's got a signature move. He leaves a slice of bloody cheese on every body. Camembert, brie, even a bit of pungent Roquefort. It's like a ruddy cheese platter gone wrong. Blunderbuss, he's a man of many talents. He can drink an entire bottle of absinthe and still solve a crossword puzzle blindfolded. He can outsmoke a chimney and outswear a sailor with Tourette's. But catching this cheesy blighter, that's a whole different ball game. So Blunderbuss sets a trap. He's got a decoy, a bloody mannequin dressed like a lady of the night because apparently that's the killer's type. He's got his men hidden in the shadows, ready to pounce like a bunch of ninjas on a trampoline. And he's got his trusty sidekick Sergeant Bumblebee, who's about as useful as a chocolate teapot in the Sahara, but twice as sweet. Now, the rule of three, right? Blunderbuss has three plans. Plan A, catch the killer red-handed. Plan B, if that fails, catch him with his pants down. And Plan C? Well, Plan C involves a lot of flipping running away. The night is dark, the alley is quiet, and the mannequin is looking more lifelike than some of the Madame Tussauds wax figures. And then, out of the shadows, a figure emerges. He's holding something. Is it a knife? A gun? No, it's a blimey cheese grater. Blunderbuss is like, what in the name of all that's holy is going on here? But just as the killer is about to make his move, Bumblebee sneezes. The killer bolts like a rabbit on steroids, and Blunderbuss is left standing there, holding his dick in his hand. Metaphorically speaking, of course. But Blunderbuss isn't one to throw in the towel. He's like a terrier with a bone, or in this case, a cop with a cheese fixation. He chases the killer through the streets of Paris, past the flipping Eiffel Tower, past the Louvre, and into a bloody fromagerie. Because, of course, where else would a cheesy killer go? And there, amidst the wheels of brie and the blocks of cheddar, Blunderbuss corners the killer. He's like, all right, you cheesy git, the game's up. And the killer's like, you'll never catch me, coppers. And then, in a moment of sheer brilliance, Blunderbuss pulls out his secret weapon, a bloody mouse. The killer screams like a banshee with a megaphone, drops his cheese grater, and surrenders. Because, apparently, the one thing this cheesy psychopath can't handle is a tiny rodent. And that, my friends, is the tale of Inspector Blunderbuss and the cheesy killer. The moral of the story? Always bring a mouse to a cheese fight, and remember, in the game of cat and mouse, sometimes the bloody mouse wins. Oh, and one more thing. If you ever find yourself in a dark alley with a slice of cheese, just remember, it's probably not a flipping picnic. And with that, I leave you to ponder the mysteries of life, love, and bloody fromage. Ta-ta for now, you quirky little ear-wrigglers. Whittward Carver says, allow it, the night is young, and the cheese is strong.